Hello and welcome back to another Schedule 1 video. Today we are going to be talking about all of the new substances and features that are planned to be coming to Schedule 1. This current early build of Schedule 1 that we've all been enjoying, it's of course incredibly entertaining, addictive, and funny, but with these future updates, I believe it's going to make this game even better and also keep the player base community around for the long haul. In only a week since its launch, Schedule 1 right now being number 1 as the top selling game on Steam, as well as currently number 4 for the most played game, with right now in the early morning having nearly 300,000 players. The hype for Schedule 1 is alive and well, and these new updates are going to be taking it to the next level. So the first and most exciting update that we're going to be talking about is the new substances. Of course, for all of you guys that have played Schedule 1, you know that the main 3 substances as of now are cannabis, crystal, as well as coca, but there are now 3 new substances that are confirmed to be coming to the game. The first new substance that is coming to Schedule 1 is going to be shrooms, which in my opinion, this is going to be really fun from a production standpoint as well as an effect standpoint. Probably gonna have to grow them in a dark room, and I think the whole process of growing and cultivating the shrooms is going to be a fun addition to this game. Then we'll be seeing some hilarious responses when the customers do eat these shrooms. We may see stuff like levitation, dilated pupils. I think this was a grade A choice by Tyler, the creator of this game, to add shrooms, and I'm excited to see the very first preview. Now at this point, I probably should tell you guys where I'm getting this information from. Over on Trello, they do have a Schedule 1 roadmap where they do list all of the upcoming features. This link can be found either in the Schedule 1 Discord or down in the description box below. We can see here at the very top of monthly update ideas, we have listed shrooms. By scrolling down a little bit, we can see the other 2 substances that are going to be coming to the game, and that is MDMA, as well as what we're going to refer to as H. So with the MDMA, I'm sure this one is going to be more similar to how we cultivate crystal. It's going to be a chemistry type process in order to make it. Still going to be a very fun endeavor, something to add to your gameplay loop. And then as far as effects for this one, I'm sure we're going to be seeing some kind of loving response from the customers. Again, dilated pupils, maybe rubbing themselves or on the nearest wall. Who knows, they could break out in a dance routine. The possibilities are endless with this one. I'm sure they could get a lot of ideas just from watching a rave video, see how ravers act. And then with the H, as we're gonna call it, cultivation, again, is going to be very interesting. Just like in Schedule 1 currently, how we use coca seeds to grow the coca plant and then use that plant to then produce the coca. Then here with H, we're probably going to be growing poppy plants. Once the poppies are full grown, there'll be a whole production process for that as well. And then as far as effects, I'm sure there's going to be slowed down movement or something similar to the seizure inducing effect where they instantly fall out and collapse on the floor. Who knows as far as effects are concerned, but I do think with these 3, it was a really solid choice from a production or cultivation standpoint, especially for the shrooms and H, because with both of these, you are using a seed to then grow the plant and then enter into a production process. And then with the MDMA, I've always found the crystal process in Schedule 1 quite a bit of fun. So with the MDMA, you'll probably be using the chemistry set in the game to create this specific recipe. I, for one, think these 3 new substances were great choices by Tyler, and I cannot wait till they do enter the game. But I am curious of what your thoughts are, so go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. Do you think that these 3 new substances were great picks? What are you excited about in regards to them? And also, what other substances would you like to see in Schedule 1? Now that we've gone over the 3 new substances, let's now go into some of the new features that will be coming to Schedule 1. First on the list, we have traveling customers. So when we click here, we can actually go ahead and read a little more about this. Customers or groups of customers that will periodically visit Highland Point. While they're in town, they'll buy as much as you can sell of their preferred drug type. So hippies are going to prefer weed and shrooms. Business people will prefer coca. The biker gangs will prefer crystal. Party bus will prefer MDMA, and the goth gang will prefer H. I don't know about you, but I think this sounds like an awesome addition to the game. All right, next up we have fishing. Everybody loves fishing inside of games, whether you're playing GTA RP, Red Dead Redemption, or anything in between. Fishing is always fun. So a classic fishing minigame, you will be selling the fish to Randy. You'll also be able to catch random types of items while you are fishing, cuke, jars, mixing ingredients, etc. And you'll also be able to catch rare items, potentially bricks of cocaine, gold bars, etc. Next up in the update list, we have weather. So there'll be different kinds of weather events coming to Schedule 1. So we have the default clear skies. There will also be overcast with light rains and also heavy rain with lightning storms. NPCs will hold umbrellas while walking and SSR puddles. Another pretty cool idea, nothing too crazy, but definitely a good addition. Then we have sewer networks. There isn't anything added to this yet, but I've heard a lot of people in Discord talk about the sewer networks. It's essentially going to be a network of underground tunnels that you can move throughout the map. There potentially might be customers down there or other things to do, or might be a way to get rid of the police, etc. This one is something I am super excited about. It's called Property Heat and Raids. There isn't extra information about this one, but my thoughts are, just from reading it, is that let's say you do have the bungalow and you are cranking out a lot of what we're calling crystal. Well, obviously that's going to emit a lot of odor, smell, heat, etc. Well, all of that production could increase suspicion by the police. If the police suspicion gets to a certain point, they would then execute a raid, bust down your door, and try to take everything that you have. So that one is a really cool idea. Personally, I do think the police need a buff in the game. Currently, they're just not that intimidating. If you really want to, you can use a gun and just wipe out every cop on the entire map. So I, for one, am all in favor of the property heat and raids. It also might be something where you might cook at one address for a couple of days and you might need to move your cooking station and the ingredients back over to the motel and kind of rotate them around. That way, if the police do raid a specific location, your products are not there any longer. Next, we have listed property customization and renovation. So you are going to be able to customize the wallpaper in your house, the flooring, lighting, maybe the paint on the exterior of the house, customize exterior for better privacy and security, a pretty cool addition. Then this one is really cool, cartel interaction and fighting. So there's going to be cartel members that will interrupt your sales, ambush you, and attack your properties. And then you yourself are going to be able to jump cartel meetups and steal their supplies. As many of you probably do remember, in the very beginning of the game, when your RV does blow up, you have that note that is from the cartels basically telling you to back off, that this is their territory. So cartels are going to be coming to the game and you are going to be directly interacting with them. They are going to be bothering you and you are going to be bothering them. It's going to add an extra dynamic to Schedule 1. Next, we have a gun range interior and shooting mini game. There's not any added details to this, but that sounds pretty fun, a little shooting mini game. I would also like to see a 5v5, 6v6 type of environment where you and a bunch of your friends can have shootout competitions, maybe like a team deathmatch or something like that. Could be a lot of fun. Then we have parkour. They are going to be adding vaulting, climbing over fences, and climbing onto higher surfaces. That way, when you're running from cops, you hop over fences and things like that. That is going to be a lot of fun. Then we have a map expansion. A lot of people in the community have been asking for this. There's going to be a southwest map expansion as well as a northeast map expansion. So you can expect the map to grow, potentially more customers, more businesses, and things of that nature. Next up, we have more police interactions, aka bribery. So that way, if you are getting busted, maybe you can pay your way out and not have all of your supplies taken from you. Then we have hireable drivers and logistics workers, so added employees to add to your lineup. And these drivers will be able to move products from properties to dealers, move items in between properties, and move cash from dealers to businesses. This has been asked about a lot within the Discord. People have been wishing that the handler employee would do some of these jobs, but now it looks like they're actually going to be adding a specific employee to conduct these tasks. Next up, we have listed different product forms, which is really cool. So with the weed, you are now going to be able to make them into edibles or hash. For the coca, as we're calling it, we are going to be able to change that into rock form or powder form. And with the upcoming MDMA, you are going to be able to change that from powder to pills or even liquid. So very cool. It's also nice to see that he has this listed yet again, showing that this substance is confirmed to be coming to the game. Next up, we have police evidence room and recovering confiscated items. So when you are arrested, your confiscated items go to a police evidence room, and you are going to be able to potentially break in and try to recover your stuff. And this, of course, will be a risk-reward type of situation, because I'm sure if you are busted trying to break into the evidence locker, you are probably going to have to pay a hefty fine. Then we have custom packaging and labels. There isn't any added details to this, but you might be able to upload your own JPEG or photo that you'll be able to slap on your baggies to make a customizable look. Overall, pretty cool concept, being able to have a level of customization to your product's packaging. As you'll notice on this Trello board, on the left-hand side, all the ones that we just discussed, these are listed under monthly update ideas. So these are more major updates that are going to be coming over the next couple of months. And then over here, next we're going to be reading these smaller additions and improvements. So with the trash right now, it's the same trash over and over, but as it states here, there's going to now be rare trash drops. So maybe as you're picking up trash, you might be able to find more rare items or useful items around the map. They are going to be bringing in emotes, which is going to be really cool, whether that's for content or just messing around. You might have a few dance moves or things of that nature. Next up, we have breaking into vehicle trunks. So different NPC vehicles that are around the map, or potentially the cartel's vehicles, you're going to be able to break into their trunks and steal whatever they have. This will probably be something that you do in the nighttime. Put on your ski mask and get to work. Next, a jukebox or a radio that's going to be probably added into your vehicle. You'll be able to change the station to whatever radio station you require. Now we have a rideable wheelchair. That one is going to be absolutely awesome. Instead of riding around your golden skateboard, maybe there's going to be a golden rideable wheelchair. I cannot wait for that. This one's been asked about a ton in the community. Soon there will be backpacks, fanny packs, and duffel bags. This, of course, is going to be helping with all of your inventory needs. If you need to go to the store, you don't have to bring your van along with you. Just have your backpack and you're good to go. Then we have higher capacity fire rate pistol. So it looks like they're going to be adding new weapons into the game, potentially a Glock with a switch. I've heard a lot of recommendations for that over in the Discord as well. Now we have product manager search, sort, and filters. Then we have controller support. So they're working on support for the Steam Deck, Xbox controller, and PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 controllers. And then we have listed here official Steam Deck report. So for all you Steam Deck players, you will soon be able to play Schedule 1. And then we have, last but certainly not least, in-game voice chat. This is going to be proximity based, which is something that's vital to the game. I'm looking forward to this big time. For anybody out there trying to do different skits, content, or just RP in general, proximity-based chat is a game changer, and I think it is a very welcome addition to Schedule 1. Now, with that being said, that about wraps it up for this video, all about all of the new substances and updates that are coming soon to Schedule 1. If this video was enjoyable for you, please leave a like and comment down below. I'd love to hear which feature you are looking forward to the most, or which feature that wasn't mentioned that you wish would be added to the game. Both the links for the official Schedule 1 Discord and my community Discord are down in the description box below, so go ahead and join on up. I hope to see you there. If not, no worries. I hope to see you next time.